What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today when I talk to you about AMC, I want to go over some of the current data points, what shorts have been up to, and why you need to add this stock to your watch list. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, AMC did go down slightly on Friday, 0.68%, a fair amount of volume. So 9.3 million shares being traded, 9.1 is the average. Majority of the volume didn't come from large entities, rather shorts as well as algorithmic trading. This does show all the transactions on the secondary market above $100,000 over the last 90 days. So again, no transactions on Friday. Last one was on the 2nd. But aside from that, like I said, majority of the volume did come from shorts and algos. And you can kind of tell that based on right here. And this is at the same time, with the lack of institutions really buying it, why it is starting to break down on a technical level. So I'll kind of touch on that near the tail end of the video. But why I wanted to cover AMC today is A, it's heavily shorted, and B, with the optimism in the broader market right now, the fear and greed index is under the greed category, possibly even pushing to extreme greed next week. You could see the market surge. And as kind of that happens, a lot of shorts are going to be mitigating risk. So AMC, whether big money wants it or not, will be participating in that broad kind of push higher. This upcoming week, you have a hell of a lot of data points. So giving you guys a quick overview of that. So you have a couple of Fed speakers near the beginning part of the week. And then you also do have, starting off on, I believe it is, actually I'll go over here, this is a little bit easier. Then on Thursday, you have initial jobless claims. You have PPI, CPI on both Thursday, Friday. So yeah, you have a lot of opportunity for the market to really push higher and really set home that there is going to be a 25 basis point cut for the November 7th meeting. And I've kind of alluded to, not on this channel because it is relatively new, but on my other YouTube channels, I've talked on a big market rotation, similar to what happened between 2020 and 2021. And I think we already know what happened to a lot of stocks during that time period. They went up like crazy. AMC was kind of a beast, a separate beast of its own, but yeah, honestly, this is a very, very interesting stock that I think is overdue for a second push higher. Because as of right now, 15.25% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 51.19 million shares. Shorts on Friday did increase around 30,000 shares, cost to borrow average 1.1%, utilization 36.12%. And just to put it in perspective, shorts have been somewhat lingering for a while, and if anything, despite the very good data that's been coming out showing the economy is strong and everything else, they've been just hanging on for whatever reason. And so yeah, honestly, this is a very, very interesting stock, as you can kind of see. So it's not to the same levels as what it was in like 2020 and whatever, but when it did spike, the short interest at that time was roughly 19%. So very similar to kind of these levels, if that makes sense. Options, 1.2 million in calls were purchased on Friday, 299,000 in puts. 47% of all the options on Friday, though, were optimistic and bullish, and more orienting for it to be even as high as around $7 for this upcoming week. The puts, though, are anticipating for it to be kind of sub $4.50 to $4. So in my opinion, the risk versus reward and the upside definitely does outweigh the downside. And as of right now, with it closing at $4.40, it is right above this S1. So $4.39 will be that strong support that you'll want to watch for. Aside from that, $4.21 and then $4.67 and $4.96 will be the resistance levels slash targets that you'll want to watch for AMC to get over. But on the technical stance, it has been hit very, very hard ever since looks like around the 20th, September the 20th. So yeah, all in all, this is one of those stocks. I get it. It hasn't really worked out for investors for a long time. It's been somewhat stagnant, whereas the broader market has been really, really rallying. You can kind of see that just based on this. The last 1 year, AMC is down 47%, S&P up 34. Even if we kind of move it to the 1 month, still, it doesn't look good. So I think AMC is due for its time in the sun, if that kind of makes sense, for it to really move higher. So let me know your thoughts on that. Do you guys currently own AMC? Do you short it? Do you, like, what's your guys' thoughts on AMC? Or do you think it's just done? Like, what's your guys' viewpoint? Because I guess Adam Aarons he's not the most favorable CEO as of right now, on a side note. But one final thing I just wanted to go over is this. So it does give you this promo, 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a kick-ass deal that you must take advantage of. Link to this is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, I appreciate all of you guys watching.